Right, we're joined this evening by Brenton Lawlor, Ireland's leading disabled golfer and a pro golfer to boot. Brenton, I suppose it's been the same for you as everybody else. You can't get playing golf. Very frustrating.
Yeah, it was a tough few months, all right. Not preparing for events, you usually have something to prepare for, and it's pretty hard going out when the card in your pocket doesn't. It's not as really significantly matters as usual, but as I'm incorporating practice into like when I play practice rounds and preparing for events, I always take it serious and feel like I'm playing in a proper event when I'm practicing rounds as well. So I'm not treating it any differently, because when I do come back to tournament play, I want it to be familiar. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, last year was a great year for disabled golf, and you obviously turned professional on the basis that the European Tour were doing a lot of great work in developing new players and new events. And obviously with COVID, that's all gone to the wayside. So in terms of where disabled golf is at the minute in general, you know, where do you think, what's the future?
Yeah, like with the momentum that we gained before COVID happened, I think with how far we got, we got on too far for people to ignore it now. It was such a massive statement, like the European Tour events that happened in Scotland, that happened in Dubai. It attracted so many people into the game with a disability, you wouldn't believe. And for the changes that made in people's lives especially, I think it's too much of an opportunity to pass down and to get the ball rolling again. There's so many more players coming into the circuit now. I'm getting texts every day on my Instagram, people looking to take part and wondering where, and that's inspiring itself. Like it's lovely to see people watching. Like it's great that the European Tour are showing coverage. People are texting me, "Oh, I saw you on Sky Sports. I want to do what you're doing," and that's why we're there. We're there to sort of help people and give them ambitions that they can make it to that top level and thrive as well. So, as I said, with the traction it got before COVID happened, it's I think it'll be like a domino effect when the European Tour gets back fully. Then they can incorporate disability golf events in, and like I'm getting a few invites now to European Tour events, and that's a great opportunity to fly the flag and represent the game to the fullest, even though it might be one or two players, but still getting the foot in the door that wee bit. And it's definitely what we need.
Brilliant stuff. Now you've played a wee bit, you have played a bit, you've played a Clutch Pro Tour event, you've been playing in some of the events locally, just trying to keep your hand in. It's not really that long since a wee bit of surgery in your knee, so how is your game feeling? You know, was it a big surgery? Tell us a wee bit about it.
Yeah, so actually I was in Germany last November, and I was on the first tee and I hit driver off the first, and I felt something pop on my knee. And I was in the lead at the time. We were playing, Dad was on the bag, and I didn't think anything of it. It was sort of the adrenaline was pumping. I was in a position where I was enjoying what I was doing, so I just kept going. Thankfully, I won the event. Everything was fine. I got to the airport that night and I couldn't walk. Like I literally couldn't move. I had to get a wheelchair out of the airport. And then I rested for 2 weeks. It got better, but I started playing rounds again. I was walking and I was coming in sore. So I got an MRI scan done and just to see what the crack was. So I had several tears in my meniscus, which is like your cartilage. So I got parts of the cartilage taken out and repaired up. And it was only keyhole surgery. It wasn't anything major. It was a quick enough recovery, but it took that extra time to get right. Like I had a few operations when I was younger on the knees, but when I got older, this one took a bit more because you're thinking, am I going to get back to full strength? You have them little thoughts in your head. So thankfully, it's gotten back to full strength now, and I'm playing as well as ever. I think because I'm enjoying it more, I've started putting more time into my game, focusing. Like when I did turn pro here, it was sort of a stage where I wasn't focusing on it. It was sort of, the status overtook me a little. But now I'm really focusing in on myself and on my game, seeing a personal trainer at the minute. I'm getting all aspects of my game right and focusing on it full time, and I'm really enjoying it.
Brilliant. Now, I think I think it's around this day last year that the ISPS Handa Invitational was on at Galgorm Castle, which was a great showcase for all facets of the game. You obviously played in it, you're a big feature of it. What are your thoughts on the Irish Open going to Galgorm? Because obviously we're focusing on that this week.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's great. Like, just to see Irish Open taking part or happening is incredible. And it's an important event for everyone in Ireland, as we all know. And it's in Northern Ireland this year, but to have it anywhere, it's fantastic. Like, European Tour is such a big part, it's such a big organisation, and to recognise that it's such a big event, and they could have picked any other event to be on that week, but they sort of picked the Irish Open. So, and again, Galgorm, such a fantastic course. That I was there last week. They maintain the place, fantastic. Greens are class. It's a good challenging course too, and they can set it up as how hard they want. So I think it's going to be great. And there's not going to be spectators, obviously, but it is what it is. At least we can watch it on TV, and it'll have that bit of extra buzz.
And you know, the ISPS Handa was such a breakthrough event in a way. You know, it incorporated the likes of yourself, the ladies, the men, and I suppose it was going to be a main feature for your season. You don't have that this year. What are your expectations? It'll come back, won't it? It'll definitely come back next year.
100% it'll come back. Like, it was an inclusion changer. You had bits of everything. You've ladies and men playing for equal prize money. You had disability golfers playing, and that's the visions of ISPS Handa and Modest Golf together, bringing ideas, changing the game in so many different ways. Like what ISPS Handa represent, like power of sport. Like I've thankfully become an ambassador for them this year, and I'm playing such a proud role. And for them to recognise me and help me out and see that I can promote them and promote disability golf is truly incredible. And then, as I said, Modest Golf, even the signed ladies, the signed professional men, the signed disability golfers, they're doing so many different things to change the game, and I think other people are going to look in and take example, and as myself, it gives other disability golfers hope, even though there's no money in it yet. It gives them a vision that they can work towards a goal, that maybe someone will recognise how inspirational they are or how good they are, and then make a living through what they love to do. So there's so many different ways, and they're doing so many ways to change the game.
Where we're going to see you playing next? What's the schedule looking like?
I'm luckily I got an invite to the Belfry next week to play in the last event of the UK Swing. So that's going to, again, like, to get them sort of invites to any platform to promote the game is incredible, even though it might only be one person, but one's better than none. And I can't wait to get a card in my pocket that means something again. So that's what I'm looking forward to mostly. But no, it'll be fun. It's in the Belfry, so we're going to be in a wee bubble that week. You'll get the buzz of mixing around the pros. Thankfully, Dad's come with me, so I'll have the company there as well. So I'm going in with just a nice, smooth approach, a nice, good attitude, just being thankful I'm out in the golf course again, enjoying what we love to do.
And Brendan, sort of, if COVID goes away and well, it never go away, but say we get on top of it, as I said, everything comes back. You know, what's your ambition for 2 years' time, 18 months' time? Where do you see yourself?
Oh, that's a tough question. Like, how rapidly disability golf's growing, and people always ask me, what road are you going down? Are you going down the pro route? Are you going down the disability golf route? I just say I'm going down any route I can go down because I'm in a position where I can promote disability golf on a professional level, and if I do well or don't do well, it doesn't matter, because we're representing such a powerful thing here and people are really loving it. So my ambitions, obviously, I want to get to the world #1 spot in disability golf. That's my major goal. And then still getting that push towards the Paralympics. If disability golf that's a long time away, probably 2028 or whatever it is, but that's Edgar's main goal, to get to Paralympics. And that'd be fantastic. And then just keep playing European Tour events, getting as much experience as I can, and just keep enjoying what I do.
4! It gets better and better. Hey! Is your game getting you down? Is it time you enjoyed better golf? How about a full-day clinic at the GUI's National Golf Academy? Less than 2 hours from Belfast, the Academy is the perfect getaway for you and your friends. With clinics starting at €95, now is the time to experience better golf. Find out more and book online at bettergolf.ie.